When was the last time you were truly at peace? Not pretending, not performing calm while chaos runs underneath, not white-knuckling through another hard week and calling it strength. Actually, deeply, quietly at peace. This is your peace session. And today, we are not just talking about peace. We are going to speak it into the loudest, most unsettled places of your life. Say every word like someone who has decided that peace is no longer optional. I am at peace not because everything is resolved, but because I have chosen peace as my foundation. Peace is not the absence of problems, it is the presence of a God who is greater than all of them. I guard my peace with the same vigilance I guard everything else I consider precious. My peace does not depend on what is happening around me. It is anchored in what is settled within me. I release anxiety about the things I cannot control and pour my energy into what I can. The peace inside me is deeper than any noise that tries to reach it from the outside. I choose peace over proving, over performing, and over people-pleasing every single time. I am not disturbed by what I do not yet understand. I trust the one who holds every answer. Peace is a discipline, and I practice it in my thoughts, my reactions, and my daily choices. I let go of the conversations, comparisons, and circumstances that are robbing me of my rest. My nervous system deserves the peace I so freely offer to everyone else. I offer it to myself today. I am not moved by every wind that blows. I am rooted, steady, and profoundly still. Peace is my default response, before panic, before reaction, before assumption. I protect the atmosphere of my mind the way I would protect a sanctuary. Nothing toxic enters without permission. The peace of God that surpasses understanding is guarding my heart and mind right now. I release the need to fix everything today and rest in the grace that is handling what I cannot. I am not at war with my life. I am at peace with the process, the pace, and the plan. Stillness is not laziness. It is the most intentional place I can choose to be. I refuse to let urgency steal the peace that was purchased for me at a price I cannot repay. My home, my relationships, and my inner world carry the atmosphere of genuine, lasting peace. I breathe deeply and release. I do not need to carry what I was never meant to hold. Peace comes to the one who surrenders what they cannot carry, and I choose surrender over suffering. I am at peace with my past. It shaped me without defining me, and I release it with gratitude. I speak peacefully, move peacefully, and respond peacefully. My peace is not situational. There is nothing on my plate today that cannot be handled with peace as my foundation. I receive the gift of this present moment, not the anxiety of tomorrow, not the grief of yesterday. Peace is strength, stillness is power, and I choose both without apology. I am a peacemaker in my home, in my conversations, and in every space I am given influence over. The quiet inside me speaks louder than the noise around me, and I choose to listen to what is quiet. I am wholly, deeply, unshakably at peace, and nothing in this world has the authority to take that from me.
I manifest a peace so deep and so rooted that the waves of life pass over me without moving me. I manifest the complete quieting of every anxious thought that has been running on repeat in my mind. I manifest a mind that is still, clear, and unhurried, free from the tyranny of urgency and overwhelm. I manifest the ability to pause before reacting and choose peace as my first and most powerful response. I manifest the removal of every person, habit, and environment that has been disrupting my inner calm. I manifest a home so full of peace that every person who walks through the door feels it immediately. I manifest the healing of every wound that stole my peace, grief, betrayal, rejection, and loss. I manifest a nervous system that has finally been given permission to rest, softened, settled, and safe. I manifest the wisdom to know what is worth my energy and the discipline to withhold it from everything else. I manifest that the peace I carry becomes one of the most distinctive things about me. I manifest freedom from every anxiety that has been borrowing against a future that may never arrive. I manifest that stillness becomes my greatest strength, one that intimidates chaos and disarms confusion. I manifest the full restoration of every season where peace was stolen from me before I knew how to protect it. I manifest that my sleep is deep, my rest is genuine, and my mornings are unhurried and full. I manifest an unshakable confidence in the goodness of God that makes peace the only reasonable response. I manifest release, letting go of what no longer serves, no longer fits, and no longer belongs in my story. I manifest peace in every relationship, honest, healthy, boundaried, and mutually life-giving. I manifest a calendar and a lifestyle that has enough margin built in to protect my peace consistently. I manifest the end of chasing things that disturb my peace and the beginning of building things that create it. I manifest that what troubles me today is resolved in a way that leaves me more peaceful than I was before. I manifest the rare and extraordinary quality of being genuinely at peace while still believing for more. I manifest that my children, my household, and my community inherit the peace I am cultivating now. I manifest a spirit that is not rattled by delay, not shaken by opposition, and not moved by circumstance. I manifest the peace that comes only from a life lived in full alignment with what I was made for. I manifest that every room I enter feels calmer for my presence. I carry this peace outwardly. I manifest deep, genuine rest, not just the absence of activity, but the restoration of everything that was spent. I manifest the release of every burden I picked up that God never asks me to carry. I manifest a settled knowing, the unspoken certainty that everything is going to be all right. I manifest peace as my permanent posture, not something I return to, but something I never leave. I manifest a life so saturated with peace that it becomes the most irresistible thing about the way I live. Peace is not something you have to find. It was placed inside you before you were old enough to lose it. What you have been chasing is already in you. You just have to stop running long enough to feel it. So today, let that be enough. You do not have to fix everything. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to earn this rest. You just have to receive it. Peace. It is yours. It has always been yours.